identify as a freaking fire truck.
Hey, go ahead. I don't.
Yeah.
What does that mean, though? If a guy identifies as a water truck, you know exactly what it means.
Yes, but he's gonna.
Yeah, but
he's
if
gonna ride.
If, a female
identifies as
a water truck. I don't know what that means. I'm a little scared. Should I call the cops or an ambulance?
The cops, 911, and if you do that, you won't even get the cops. I think because we're in the Netherlands, not in America.
No, we don't have. We
911.
don't have police.
We don't have police.
We just have
cheese
and cows that we grow out of the ground.
No, out of trees, man.
We grow cows on trees?
Cow trees.
Oh, yeah. It's the pigs. We grow pigs out of the ground.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That's true.
Yeah.
And
Big bushes.
we have flying chickens.
Because we fly them to work.
Yeah. Pidgeotto! Go!
It's like flipping Pokemon, man.
Okay, well, let's just officially start the show.
Yeah.
Because we never have like a good freaking intro. We just start.
We just start.
So welcome to my island. Well, in the spirit of music, we have conjured up 10 songs each that we think everyone should listen to.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we okay. Got some background noise. So the idea essentially is like if like a Steve Rogers type person was frozen, maybe in the 40s or maybe even longer ago, and he like wakes up today, and he has this list of things that he needs to catch up on, and you're like, okay, these 10 songs you have to listen to because they are freaking epic. And that's sort of our idea of our lists. And our lists will be in the description, and I'll put them up on the screen as well. So you can check them out, you can look them up, you can listen to them, because you might not know any of these.
Yeah, we're doing it for the frozen people.
For the frozen people, not the Frozen movie.
We're doing it.
But yeah, I mean, this not just frozen people. I mean, this could be for anybody, but that's sort of the idea.
It's for you that's watching right now or listening.
Listening, like yes, you.
Yeah.
We're talking about you.
Open up your Spotify right now.
Yes. If you have Spotify, you can find most of these.
Yes, not all of them.
All of mine are on there. Like 2 of yours aren't.
Yeah.
But they're on YouTube, so you can find them. So yeah, let's just. Do you have maybe like an honorable mention? Just one, just to fling it. Like
Stinger SM? Wait, what?
Stinger. Honorable mention as in song. Yeah. I mean, Stinger stop motion. Yeah, you're probably watching. Like,
I was like, my man, let's go.
My man.
I'm gonna take the opportunity and
shout out
for Stinger.
Yeah,
my man. He's making moves, man. He's making stuff.
Some moves.
And I saw him like doing some characters. He was painting them and stuff. It looks so great. Looked awesome on his Instagram.
Yeah, I think I saw it too.
Yeah, man.
It was good.
That was good, man.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have a song?
Yes, I'm
like an honorable mention, just off the top of your head, like.
Oh,
go.
Not in my list.
Yes. Maybe one.
Yeah, of course. Tupac, Ghetto Gospel. That's a freaking.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I might know that one.
Yeah,
I might know that one.
I think if you hear it, you will.
Maybe like if I hear it, like oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a really good song about the ghetto and just gospel music, and like there's some Christian influence in it, and he's just rapping about like coming from the ghetto and come up, and it's great. Right. It like hits home, man.
It hits.
And
I'm
not even from the ghetto, but it's home.
Just as a person of color, maybe.
Yeah, as a person of color and a Christian, it hits home.
All
great
right.
Song.
Awesome.
Great artist.
Yes. For me, you know what? Flip it. I'm gonna go James Brown. Too funky in here.
See, I know that one. That's a great one.
Yeah. Like I mean, like I don't know how, but like I'm like maybe 1/5 black.
You are.
Cause like funk and also rap and hip hop, but funk is like I don't know. That just works for me. And 70s disco as well. So that's both sort of like black people music, and somehow that just makes me go. And
wait, what?
Just take that however you want.
Stuff happens in his pants.
Stuff, maybe.
Yes.
Like, only one way to find out, right? Oh!
No!
But
Pregnant.
yeah, that's Too Funky in Here, James Brown. Love that song.
And James Brown.
James Brown in
great
general,
artist.
man. Like, he changed the world, man.
Come on. He was small, though. I also, like, he is not a tall man.
Oh, I didn't know that, but...
I saw some videos. He is not that tall. He's a small guy.
Well, he has a big...
And on to the next
I
song.
wasn't even going to say anything inappropriate. I was going to say, like, a big...
Following.
Following, a big heart is...
Big heart.
Anyway, he was good. Let's just start off the lists with our number 10s. So, do you want to go first? Should I go first? I don't really give a shit.
So, because I got some kind of order in it. Did you?
I mean, not really. Maybe like the top 3 is in order.
Yeah, something like that.
But everything else is. It is and it isn't. Like, you could jumble it around, but generally this is what it is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blast it off with an anime opening.
Yeah.
It's the My Hero Academia opening, official opening 1. It's the first opening of My Hero Academia. It's an anime about a guy with superpowers, and it's a world where there are a lot of superheroes, and he doesn't have superpowers, but then he gets superpowers, and then he enrolls in school where he learns to be a hero.
Right.
But the opening, man, it's so epic. I mean, I get goosebumps when I listen to this, man.
I saw it, man. I looked it up. It was pretty cool.
It is really cool, and the animation in the song is really cool. And I get goosebumps because I also know the story, of course, and I watch the anime. But it hypes me up when I listen to it. I'm like, yeah, and I get happy when I listen to this song. So that's why it's on the list. And I just wanted to get like one anime opening on the list because I sometimes listen to anime openings when I'm designing, so I get hyped up.
Right.
So that's why this is on the list.
All right, man. All right, so number 10 for me is Otis Redding, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. This song is, I believe, from the 60s, sung by Otis Redding, obviously, and I just wanted to put, like, just at least one black artist on here, just to represent, man, just to represent. And, I love this song. I love the chill vibe it gives. You can listen to it on, like, a Sunday afternoon or something, like, you're just chilling. You could pretty much do it anywhere just to calm down and enjoy life. There's like this sea sound effects in the song, which is pretty crazy for the 60s. And I just like the vibe. I love the I have a speech impediment. Yes, the lyrics.
Yeah.
I think are really cool. And it resonates with me. So I love the song. So
good stuff.
Yeah.
Great. Then for me, number 9, I think then, is Someone in the Crowd. It's a cover by Dodie Clark. So this one is on the list because it combines 2 really great things that I think are really cool. It's 2 awesome things. On one side, Someone in the Crowd is a song from the movie La La Land.
Yeah.
That movie, I absolutely love it. Then like we were talking about Les Miserables earlier. Every time I watch that movie, it becomes worse. And every time I watch like La La Land, it becomes better because I start noticing more of the colors that they have in the movie and how the music changed the colors, and even how the first song in the movie basically is a spoiler for the whole movie. It's super weird because Someone in the Crowd in the beginning, like they do the song. The lyrics of Someone in the Crowd are basically the plot of the movie, and I didn't even notice. I noticed it on like the 4th viewing or something.
Right.
This movie is great, and like the Someone in the Crowd is a really happy song, and it has a really like silent moment in the middle where like the lights go off, and like there's like, and then the music like tones down, and then there's like Someone in the Crowd, and then like it explodes again. This bombastic explosion of music and sound, and people start dancing, and like I love it. And I love musicals, and I love like dancing songs where I start to move myself unconsciously. So I just love this, and I love Dodie Clark as well. And that's the other part why this song is on there. She's a YouTuber, and she just released some EPs, her first and her second one. And she's a YouTuber, and she mostly makes music on her ukulele. I don't know,
the small guitar
thing. And it's great. And I want a ukulele so badly, so I can make music as well. So
okay,
it's great.
It's great.
It's great.
Song.
And that's why it's on the list.
Yeah.
I liked this one so much. It has been on repeat for a long time.
All right. Yes. So, number 9 for me is going to the one and only The Rolling Stones.
Nice.
And the song Sympathy for the Devil. You know this song. Like, that's kind of the origin of this song for me. It was like in high school when we listened to it. And it became kind of our theme song back in the day. And I just... At that point, I listened to it so freaking much, and I still love it to this day. It's my favorite Rolling Stones song, and, you know, I love the Rolling Stones. You know, they're right up my alley, as they say. Even that's kind of weird. If you
Which alley are we thinking about?
Okay, that's just moving on. Yeah, I love the song. And the lyrics, again, man. Like, it's pretty dark, but I like it. Anyway,
that's good stuff, man. That was a good one. I like that one. That's like what you're talking about, like high school.
That's the memories, man.
The memories, man. It hits home.
Yep.
So next one for me is Television / So Far So Good by Rex Orange County. Rex Orange County is a unique artist for me because he's super young. The guy's like 18 or 19. He's our age, and he just started making music on YouTube a little bit, and then it became bigger and bigger, and he started making albums. Whoa! And his music is super weird because it's a weird mix in between pop, a little bit R&B, a little bit rap, a little bit rock, a little bit. It's super weird, and he just does whatever the frick he wants to do in his songs. And in Television says So Far So Good, he has like a kind of beat music switch to the end of the like close to the end of the song, where he just completely switches it up, and it's like a kind of a different song. And I just loved that, and I just love his how free his music is, and I love the lyrics as well. Because in many of his songs, he raps and sings about like how we, as in our age, process the world now. How we like, you know, have when you have a girlfriend, and like how it works, and like somebody tweets and it's weird, and like somebody sends you a message and everything's on the internet and blah blah blah. And he sings about that and how that happens in this age, and that's super interesting. I just love that.
That's cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah. All right. So number 8 for me is Bobby Darin, Dream Lover. This is a song from the 50s, so you probably don't know it. But yeah, I have a love for old songs, and especially the 50s. So I just wanted to put this song on my list because I just love the music from that era. And this one is, like, in my opinion, probably the best one.
Peak.
And yeah, like it's just good old 50s, you know. It's just like the lyrics back then weren't very, you know, it was just like, it's about, you know, I mean the title says it, like dream lover. He's, you know, he's dreaming about like this perfect sort of lover that he wants in his life. And yeah, I mean it was the 50s, you know. It was like the good old time.
The good old time. So, we were singing about love and
weed. And weed? No, man, not in the 50s, man.
That's later.
That's like 60s, 70s, I think.
Yeah, hippies, man.
But yeah, I love that song. It's awesome. 50s. Look it up.
It's great. I love that one was cool. I love that one as well.
And but from here on out, yeah.
Okay. Next one. Next one for me is Instagram by Dean. So this is a unique one.
This was the Asian one. Right?
Yeah. So Dean is he's now internationally like famous now, but he's a Korean R&B kind of hip hop style singer. And this song is super cool because if you listen to the lyrics, like there's like in and even in the video clip and so there's like subtitles, and he's singing about how Instagram is like bad for you and bad for your health, because you keep scrolling and the scrolling is infinite, and then you see like stuff that you don't want to see and it feels bad, but you keep just scrolling because it's addicting. Right. It's freaking weird, and he sings about it, and it's a really like catchy tune, and it like takes you on a trip to like his like struggles with Instagram, that he just doesn't want to scroll, but he keeps scrolling. It's not chill, and he sees his girlfriend and his ex and stuff, and blah blah blah. And then the music and eventually like dies down, and you think the song's over, and then it just hits back on the end and like plays the music like the tune again, and like really hard, and he like kind of loses it or something, and it's really great. And I just love myself some K hip hop. I love K indie, and I'm just into that because I think it sounds really cool. And many times the cool thing with me is like I listen to the new K-pop song or a new K indie song or something like that, and I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds catchy, it sounds fun. And I listen and I look for the translation and the lyrics, and then I understand like, oh whoa, this is pretty deep. It's really fun, or it's about that, and that's part of like the music for me as well, like the search and the journey, and like finding understanding and like looking for what like an artist wants to express with their music. That's really interesting to me.
Right,
that's cool,
because you're doing that as well.
Yeah, of course.
And like we're kind of doing that because we're kind of artists.
Yeah.
Right. So
and that's why it's cool, and that's why it's on the list.
All right. Well, number 7 for me. This is probably the one that you like the most. Probably not. It's Waylon Jennings. Are you sure Hank done it this way? It's a song from the 70s, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Waylon Jennings is, I mean, come on. He's one of the OG, like one of the best, one of the greatest country singers of all time. And I just love this song. Like, I first heard this song. I mean, this song is in GTA 5.
Yo, is it?
Yeah, on the country channel.
Oh no, I only listened to the K something.
Okay, KST.
Yeah, I think that's the hip hop one.
Oh, the hip hop one. Oh, okay, no, yeah. Okay, but anyway, Waylon Jennings is badass. This song is badass. I love country music. I still do to this day don't get why people hate it so much. But you can probably, just like argue with me on that. For
it's not that I hate it. It's just that
like maybe it doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah,
but
that's it. Yeah.
Some people they just really dislike it. They just like they hear it and then they instantly hate it. But I don't get that. I mean, like maybe modern country is sometimes a little weird.
Because they say that Taylor Swift is
old
country.
School country, man.
Taylor Swift is country, man. They categorize as Taylor Swift as country.
Really?
And I don't like flip
but
with
that's
that
like
shit.
Country and pop and
mesh.
Like but this was the 70s, man. It was like
it was true,
this
man.
was the golden age. Like so, I love this song. I love country, so I had to put this in just to represent my love for country. And this is probably my favorite country song. So
yeah, for me, this was the one that was like.
Yeah.
Oh, you can like.
I knew like there's not many black people I think that like country music, because country music is very sort of, I think, like a white thing, because it came from the South, and the South
they don't like black people.
Like so yeah, that's it.
That's it. That's number 7. For me, the next one is "Baby I Don't Know." By Vulfpeck. Did you like this one? Because I come on.
I kind of like this one. It was kind of chipper. It was upbeat. It was
they got some
like
stuff
this one.
on.
I was like, yeah, okay, this is pretty cool.
Yeah. I like them. They have like a little like their sound is not from this age in that sense. Their sound's a little bit like it sounds a little bit older.
That's what I kind of liked about it, because I'm like my main love for music is older stuff.
Yeah.
And that one had kind of like an old school vibe to it. So that's why I liked it.
And that's why I love Vulfpeck. They have like all of their music, their albums, they all sound really in that sense old, but they like give it like a new in that sense, like a fresh, or like it feels a little bit faster or something for me. I don't know why, but it feels like fresh and fast, and maybe even just because it's released like in this year or like last year, and that's why I'm like, oh, now it's good, man, this is not old. But I love the sound, I love the music, and these are just guys. Like if you see their clips and how they do stuff, they a friend of mine even went to one of their concerts when I was over in Minnesota, and they're just like some dudes who like they have like a bass and a bass
guitar.
Yeah, bass guitar, and they have like an electric guitar, and then just the guy with drums, and they just jam. They're really normal. They just jam it out and have fun. and then they make music. So
that's cool.
Yeah, and that's why I love this one.
But it's kind of indie-ish, right?
Yeah. Indie.
Indie.
Bro.
Well, yeah, genres are messed up.
Genres are a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, that's you can go in depth on genres like for 3 hours.
Yep, and why they don't make any sense. But
they don't really make any sense. Like, it's just a guideline.
To
it's something to label a song.
Yeah.
Like, within the genre, you can basically do anything really.
And that's why I think it's stupid when somebody says like, I don't like country music. You can't.
Country is mostly similar. Like rap or hip hop. Yeah, that's very different from.
Yeah, but still, like Rex Orange County has some songs that people are saying this is definitely country, and I still like it. So it's it's weird.
Yeah.
And that's why I think, like, if you say I don't like a genre, then it's just weird. No, I can probably prove you wrong in probably a couple of days.
or with like 3 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
next one.
All right. Number 6 for me. Oh, this is. This really takes me back, man. This is Phil Collins, "Son of Man." This is the song from the Tarzan movie, where he finally transitions from a boy into a man, and the lyrics are about learning, and it's sort of like a coming of age sort of thing, and he's becoming a man, and all everything that represents, and what he's going to do, what he has been doing, and how he's learning and things
and stuff. Yeah,
and just like the montage in the movie with him growing and doing different things.
That sequence when he's like sliding on the trees and he like moves from like small to big. That's so man.
Man, like that song,
Goosebumps.
It's so awesome. Like, the goosebumps are real. I mean, I love Tarzan, the movie. One of my favorite movies of all time. And this song, man, it really resonates with me. And I mean, what else can you say? It's Phil Collins, man. Everyone, I think, knows Phil Collins.
And I think with this song as well, when you listen to it, you get like those freaking flashbacks hitting you in the face when like got those like children parties like as a kid, like those like birthday parties, and then you watch Tarzan or Lion King with like all your friends, and it just feels good, and you get like
when we were watching this on VHS, man.
Old school, man.
Old school.
You got those weird like squiggly lines in the beginning when you put it in, like it was great.
Yeah, I mean, you had to blow on the VHS to get the dust out, and then put it in. Man, different time. A different time,
but a good time though.
It was the best time, man. So this song is my youth, essentially. Pretty much. It really resonates with me now. I think you get the point. So let's move on.
Next one for me is "Runaway" by Kanye West. This song's on here because Kanye is, in my opinion, one of the best artists in this day and age. And I say that because Kanye West keeps reinventing himself every single time. Like, if you listen to Kanye West albums, he has like, I think 4 or 5 out there. Every album sounds different. There's a whole album where he doesn't rap and just sings autotune, and it's great. This man keeps reinventing himself, and even with his like, he has clothing going on, he has shoes going on. He's also like big in that. His Yeezy lineup, his shoes, they are great. People are buying them. People love him. He has collabs with Adidas. He has collabs with Nike. He is making moves, and he keeps making moves and keeps reinventing himself. He's making a podcast now, and he's writing a book. And the book is going to be called something like Breaking the Matrix or something, because he is writing about how this world is a simulation. He wants to wake up out of this simulation. It's that man, he is somewhere else. And then,
I mean, here's the thing with Kanye West, man. Like, you know all this shit about him, right?
Yeah.
But like most people don't,
and they think it's crazy.
Me. Yeah. And like, he has a reputation, man.
That he is
like,
crazy.
It's like every time you see the Kanye West, it's like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yep.
But I mean, I will say there is a case to make for him in his music. Like, I mean, you can say whatever you want about him, but he has cool songs, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the funny thing about Kanye West. Many people, they're like, I hate rap or I hate hip hop and blah blah blah. But 99% of the people that acknowledge that at least Kanye West, he is an artist that put in the work, and he is making good music, because his music is just straight up. If you look at like, if you don't even like the music, if you look at it technically with like production, sounds, which samples he picks, and the story behind it, it's all on point and it's great. And even in Runaway, it's a really long song, and he even has like a 60-minute video online with like a whole video and like short movie about the song.
Like, I saw it on Spotify. It said like a 37-minute movie or something, and that's basically the music video to it.
Yeah,
so that's pretty crazy.
And it's weird, man. There's like a big banquet, like with a lot of people, and everybody's in suit, and then somebody starts dancing, and then he walks to his piano, and he like at the beginning it's like a piano tune, right? And he hits the piano tune, and everybody like gets like focuses on that, and like he starts music, and then like the 808 is in like, and then and it explodes, and he starts singing about rapping about his life, and about how he is trying to deal with having friends and people talking stuff about him, because he is an introvert. He is so super introverted. The guy is like a super introvert, and how people talk stuff behind his back and how he deals with that, and it's super interesting. And this weird like 808 music like is like always under like a second layer to the music, like, and it's there and it keeps in your head, and like the blim blim. It's super simple, like the piano tune.
It's simple but profound.
Simple but profound. That's what his song is, and that's why it's on there. And Kanye is he's a legend. Straight up. Yeah.
All right. Well, number 5 for me is completely different from your pick. This is the Righteous Brothers, Unchained Melody. You may have heard from the Righteous Brothers. They were big way back in the day, but they did some stuff, I think, pretty recently. I think in the zeros. I think they still perform, but
they're still alive.
I don't know about that. Maybe, probably. I don't know. But yeah, I love this song. When I first came into contact with this song, it was Elvis's version, and that was obviously epic. But then I looked it up and I found this version. This is the original.
You like this one better?
This is one of the rare occasions, man, where I love the original better
than Elvis
the Elvis version.
Oh.
So, man, I mean, what to say? Like these guys, man, he can sing, man. That man has a golden voice, and his song is friggin' epic. I mean, I don't really know anything about the backstory or any of that stuff.
But it's just a great song.
But I mean, then again, it was like 60 years ago, so
yeah, you were not even.
I mean, it's a song about love and stuff like that. So it's not about anything in society or whatever, which is, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I love it. So I mean, it gets me in the feels, man.
Yeah, and that's good.
It gets me in the feels. So that's why it's on there, man. Freaking love it.
That's good stuff, man. Yeah, that's good stuff. Next one for me is 911 / Mr. Lonely by Tyler, the Creator. Tyler is for me again one of those people that like he has his own clothing line. He set up like a company with like multiple rappers, his own label, blah blah blah. He's making moves, he's doing cool stuff, and he also makes music. And he raps. And his latest album, Flower Boy, 911 Mr. Lonely, is one of the songs on this album. And the cool thing about this album is that he's rapping about how consumerism is really bad. Because even in this song, he's rapping about how he buys a lot of chains, and he buys cars and blah blah blah. And then he keeps buying stuff. Even throughout the album, he talks about keeping on buying stuff and the fame and blah blah. But it's all nothing because it's all physical. And he keeps buying stuff, but he doesn't feel anything. Right. And that's why he keeps buying and consuming and getting more and more and more. And he wants the next big car and he wants the next big chain. Blah blah.
Because then maybe he'll feel something. Or
maybe he'll feel something. But he is Mr. Lonely. He doesn't have any friends. He doesn't have any real connections. It's all fake. Because they're all like out on this money, blah blah blah. Right. And he is rapping about, even we as like people that are not like filthy rich, how consumerism is all destroying us because there are no real connection anymore, and we are all lonely. Right. Because the only thing we focus on is getting monetary gain and like living life without monetary gain.
Yeah.
And that's why this was like so like speaking to me, because eventually he's just talking about how he's driving in his Ferrari, and he's driving in it, and he's just driving, and he just keeps on driving and thinking about how this is freaking stupid, and he's driving in a Ferrari completely lonely, and he just feels freaking sad. So it's a super sad song, but it's beautiful. And he's a rapper who was like he wanted to produce the song, and he asked some he asked Zayn from One Direction. He asked him to sing, and he asked some other people, and they didn't want to sing for him. And then he was like, okay, flip it, I'm going to sing it myself, and it became a hit. And I like that as well. That you're like, okay, nobody wants to help me, I'm just going to do it myself.
Yeah, and then he was successful.
That's cool. And he doesn't sing normally, so this is freaking great.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Like like the thing, like you said, when he's driving his Ferrari, and you felt sad.
Yeah.
Is it because he doesn't have any connections, like real connections and stuff like that, or just because he kind of feels bad because he has a Ferrari and other people don't, or what?
No, it's like more like he focuses on the monetary gain and the physical things so much that he like he doesn't make any real connections. And then he starts talking about how society is all focusing on materialism, and you need to get the next big thing, and you need to go to school, and then when you get to school, you finish your school, and then you start a job, and blah blah blah. But it's all fake because you're not like focusing on living your life and having a good time, and like, building up real connection with people and real friends, and that's why you're Mr. Lonely. And that's why he's in that Ferrari, and then and he's at the epitome, like the epitome. I mean, the peak of like monetary gain. He's in his Ferrari.
Yeah.
It should feel great, but he doesn't feel anything, and that's why it's bad. Yeah.
Well, it kind of reminded me of a line from the first Iron Man, where he's in the cave, and Jensen says to him like, he asks him like if he has like a wife or kids or something like that. He says, no, and he's like, so you're a man who has everything, but nothing. That's
yeah.
That's the shit, man.
And that's just great that music can like do that and make you think about that.
Yeah. That's the power of music.
Yeah.
It can make you feel pretty much anything.
Yeah. Also down there, it can make you feel stuff.
But that's, you put on some Al Green or some Marvin Gaye on for that. That's a whole different story, man.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Woo! Okay.
And on to the next song.
Yes. Let's just keep going. That was your number 4, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, Tyler, the Creator, he is. How do you say? In as a Dutch pronoun, you would say a strange bird.
Yes, he is.
I don't know if that makes any sense in English, but I mean, he's cool. I mean, I like him, but he's a bit,
he is weird.
He's a bit odd.
But
and that's not in a bad way. Like,
I'm
not,
no. Definitely not. And
he's like, as the Americans, I guess, would say, he's in kind of an oddball.
Yeah, and he definitely is. And he even raps about it in most of his songs, where he was like, when he was in high school, he was the weird kid, and people picked on him, and blah blah. And he always had like, he wasn't the most popular guy and stuff like that. But he's now, because in the beginning, when his music, he was trying to make music that was cool, right? Rapping about girls and booties and like the money and the cool stuff, And now, well, he's like he has become like an accomplished artist.
Yeah.
He has done more. Now his music is more about, and he even says to himself, now he's just reflecting on his life, and he's like, it's all fake. And
but that's kind of like what Jim Carrey went through as well.
Yeah,
like,
right.
He was like, well, you have to achieve the success, and then to find out that that's not what life is about, or something like that.
Yeah. You need to hit the peak.
Yeah. And then you find out that that's like pretty much that doesn't really mean
it's empty. Yeah.
Anything, Well, anyway, let's go into my number 4. It is the Dire Straits with Telegraph Road.
Nice.
I hope you people who are listening right now have, at least know of the Dire Straits. Otherwise, you ain't doing yourself a disservice, man. Dire Straits are legends, and I believe that Telegraph Road is their best song. It is freaking
best song
epic.
ever.
I mean, of them.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's their.
That's
best
a
song.
Bold statement, though.
Well, I mean, it's just my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's the best song. I mean, it's almost 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So it takes a while, to get through it, but it'll be worth it.
But is it
50
minutes of perfectness?
Pretty much.
Oh man.
Like they are musical geniuses, man. They are so freaking good. If you watch them even live, like they play the craziest guitar solos like with ease.
Yeah.
They're just like messing around on stage and jumping around, and they just play these crazy solos that almost no one can do, and they just do it like it's, you know.
They have that famous guitarist, right?
Well, I don't know.
I forgot his name.
What?
I forgot the name, but I think they have like a famous guitarist who like once or like sometimes did like an epic solo that nobody could achieve or something. Because a friend of mine, was into that, and he was like, "Yeah, that guy did an epic solo once, and nobody could like get on that level."
Well, that maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, this song, I mean, it's 15 minutes, but if you want to get to the real, like the good stuff, it's near the end. It's like at 9:40.
This man knows his.
Yeah, like if you start, or just 9 minutes, like just that last part where they just go crazy and they have this big badass musical instrumental solo part. It's freaking epic, man. Like that just makes my boats float, if that means anything. And yeah, it's that whole 5 minute, just jam is musical perfection in my opinion. So yeah, the 80s at its best.
And what I like about this as well, what you said in the beginning, that like when an artist, records 90% of the time in 2018, it sounds different from live. But these guys, they pull off the same stuff.
Yeah,
or even better live than recording.
Yeah,
and that's just,
live. They can just go crazy.
Yeah,
and they have the audience, and they can just
And that's just like extraordinary to me,
because they were making real freaking music.
Yeah, right.
Like nothing was digital, man. They were in a studio. They had like actual instruments, and they had talent. They practiced that for years to get that good. So
I'm not saying that digital is bad, but it's just different. It's just different.
Well, yeah.
For me, it's different because you get different music from like doing it. You can do different stuff.
What the hell?
Somebody just knocked on the window.
Knocks on the okay.
No, but yeah.
In my opinion, the real thing always trumps the digital stuff.
Okay, yeah, but that's not. Yeah, okay.
Like I mean, like even if you look at bands like Led Zeppelin or something, like that drummer and guitarist, like they were friggin' amazing. That takes years of practice, man.
Yeah, I know.
And digital stuff. I don't want to say it's easy because I'm gonna get bashed, but I mean, I think you can't really compare the two because like actual live playing is just a skill that you have to develop over years, man.
Yeah, and that's just a matter of opinion because I always think that like you can achieve different stuff with like live and in that sense. I mean digital and physical. Because because of it being like digital, you get like one thing that like a lot of like small people who weren't like able to like get the big equipment, blah blah, can make stuff now, and you get a thing like and then that's again getting rap here or something that like those rappers they go on stage and they just start freestyling and it's freaking great.
Yeah, but then it's not
weird
digital
stuff.
That's
yeah, and that's real.
I mean, no, I'm not criticizing rapping or anything. I'm just like saying like if you create like a whole song digitally, like I mean obviously it takes some skill, but like actual playing with multiple people live, that good, like that's.
But that's the thing. Then we need to talk about EDM and EDM. That's just digital music. It's electronic digital music. It's EDM.
Electronic dance music. Right?
Dance music, sorry, but like that's EDM. So EDM you can like.
Yeah, that's all.
Do physical.
No, I mean but okay, well. That's a topic for a whole other video. Let's just keep going like with our top 3 because yeah.
So the next one for me is Diamonds on the Sole of Her Shoes by Paul Simon. My man.
Saul Pyman.
Saul Plim Boom.
Plim Boom.
What?
Okay.
But for real, I think Mathieu or like Matt, you know this song.
Yeah, and I listened to it.
And it's great. See it's
I
from the
like the African vibes.
yeah.
That's cool.
It's from the album Graceland. Paul Simon was in he was in a band, and the band was I forgot the name, but he was in a band, and then he started doing his own stuff. Graceland is an album that he went to South Africa, and he went there for a lot of percussion and a lot of stuff, and he recorded the physical percussion of South African bands and the real stuff, right? People just slapping with their hands on jam bass and blah blah, sand coming off, and you can hear it in the music because it's really raw and physical. And then he produced I think a slew of songs, and Graceland, the album, it's great and it's really good storytelling. And the Diamonds on the Soles of Your Shoes is a really happy, fun song, and you just when you know about the production, and when you know that, because he talks about it on the album that he went to South Africa, and then he recorded with those people, and they were dancing, and they were doing stuff, and then he was doing stuff, and it was back and forth. And you can hear this in the music, and this happiness and this collaboration, and then the song becomes really like a thing, like a piece of art. And then when you listen to it, you get this warm South African sun setting orange feeling when you listen to it. It's just happy and it's fun, and that's why I love this song.
All right,
and it's an oldie, but it's a goldie.
It's I mean, it's from the 80s or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So you finally got some sense. No, shit. I think I just broke the universe. And I'm not. Yeah, he's probably gonna kick my ass after this. But no, I'm just joking.
He's not joking.
Were you trying to make a song?
No.
I was like, okay, we can do this. Yes. So now we get into the real good stuff.
Oh man,
my boy, my main man, Elvis Presley, with an American Trilogy. Specifically, the Aloha from Hawaii live version,
which,
in my opinion, is the most epic version of the song, and probably the most epic performance of a song ever. Which, obviously, everyone will disagree with, but I don't give a But hey, this song is it's called American Trilogy. It's 3 songs combined.
Oh, I didn't even know.
And it's all those songs are, I believe, from the 1800s.
Whoa.
There's I'll put it up on the screen. It's a combination of a song from the Civil War, like Battle Hymn of the Republic, the real Civil War, not the
Is it Marvel
Civil War, like the real Civil War, and two other 80s. What am I even talking about? 1800s songs. So they're really old, and he combined them into this. I don't know if he did it, but apparently at some point it was combined into this, and it's called American Trilogy because those songs are very, pro-American, I'd say.
Yeah.
And that's why it's called American Trilogy, because it's like the combination of 3 old school songs.
Mm-hmm.
And he just made this epic version. Like, if you listen to it the whole way through, it's so freaking epic. And the end where everything explodes, and he
I like that.
Explodes. Even his voice, man. Like, not many singers can do that, man.
And that man is sweating.
That note that he hits at the end, like, that is really freaking hard. Yeah. Like, I bet you no, or almost no singer today can do that. But that
is the bold
statement. That shit is freaking epic, man. Every time, if you listen to it the whole way through, I get goosebumps every time. It's so freaking epic.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds really patriotic. So for our Americans out there, get on that stuff, man.
It's very patriotic. That's because of those songs, like from the Civil War and all that stuff. I mean, and just the show itself, he was wearing that white jumpsuit with the eagles on it, which represent America.
Of course,
and he wanted to represent America, and so this song combined with him, and it was a show that was broadcast live over the world, and he wanted to represent America
and show off, man.
And so that combination of him representing America and singing this American song, and just everything coming together, and just Elvis being like the biggest star in the world at the time, just everything coming together in that one song, it's freaking epic. and I love it.
And you see the guy, he is forcing it out, man.
Like
he was sweating.
He's sweating, but he's so good.
He is doing the work, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's my favorite entertainer of all time. Favorite music.
That is another bold. Whoa.
But I friggin' stand by it. I mean, he's even on my banner on my YouTube channel. So
yeah, that's a good point. Wait,
yeah.
he's better than Tobey Maguire. I mean, Spider-Man 3, man.
Spider-Man 3, yes, Elvis is definitely better.
Comes close, though, man.
Well, what do you mean? Like Tobey Maguire dancing in the street?
Entertainer.
Like, entertainer.
Yeah, both entertainers.
Oh. There's no comparison.
Best movie ever.
One of, I'd say. Definitely. I still love Spider-Man 3, but let's not get into that because we could talk about that for 6 hours.
Freaking great movie.
The dance stuff. The dance stuff. Always cracks us up. But hey, let's just continue with number 2.
Number 2 for me is That Power by Childish Gambino.
Oh, man.
So, Childish Gambino.
That man is a badass.
That man is in a league of his own.
Yeah.
Because the weird thing with Childish Gambino, with Donald Glover is...
Glonald Dover?
Glonald Dover? Smonald Flover? Goosebump Lover. So this guy started like with stand-up, right? That's where his career started. He did some stand-up, then he got like a big role in Community, run for some seasons.
Yeah,
then he started
Troy
making...
and Abed, man.
Yeah, Troy and Abed. And then Under the Rug in the underground, he started to make some rap music. People started loving it because it was great. I mean, it was fun, but it was old school. It was underground, right? And then and that's always like in the beginning with rappers. They rap about music, booties, cars, and chains, money. So he started doing that, and it was like a joke. He even got his name from a name generator. Like because there's a rap name generator, and he typed in Donald Glover, and it poops out Childish Gambino. It was like, I'm gonna go with this because it was all a gag. It was
really?
It was all fun.
I didn't even know that.
It's freaking great. And then people started taking it seriously. They're like, yo, this sounds good. And then he started making albums, right? Then like the same thing with Ty in that sense. He started switching to like a more serious approach to his music, and more serious content, more serious stuff and lyrics in his music. And in this song, it's super cool. He raps in the beginning, and so like rapping, and the like the 808 is really harsh, and it's like a heavy beat, like it's on there. And then eventually he switches up and he starts telling a story.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, it's freaking great because that is so key to me. Storytelling in music and in songs, I love it. So he starts telling a story about how he went to a camp and he like is having fun with some girl. Then they are in the bus and he asks her out, and then she like kind of like says no in a sense. And then he falls asleep, and then they get off the bus and they make fun of him. That's pretty much the story that he's telling. But then in the end, he says that he's telling the story, and in that sense, because he is telling the story in that song and in that music, it doesn't matter if the story is like real or not real. It is just.
Yeah, he said like, I don't like. It doesn't matter if it's real. Like, this is what I learned from it, and that's something like that. And
that was so key to me. And he even talks about this like after in some interviews and stuff, that like music is just a vehicle for storytelling. And you can literally say whatever you want. You could say like, I got 3 dicks in my face, and I can fly by propelling my dicks. Yo, you can do that. You can do whatever you want but what's important is that you tell a good story and do storytelling, and in that sense with Childish Gambino, like the thing that he learned from it, that's what's important. And I think like storytelling and like stories in music and stories in songs, and when you have a song that tells a story, and I love albums as well that like have songs that like tell a coherent story. I love that, man. I love like album listens where I just put on my headphones, I lie in my bed, and I listen to a whole album, and it's just like a story, and they're just telling to me, and it's almost visual to me, while it's just music. So I love this one, and I love Childish Gambino. He's making moves. He's got a series. Elena has a really good. His last album is complete, not rap. It's almost like funk kind of. It's super weird. He's not rapping. He's just singing.
Awesome.
And that man is multi-talented, and he even wrote a script for Deadpool, but it got rejected.
Yeah, but
it was fun.
But that's a whole other video.
Yeah, but great guy, great song, good stuff.
Yeah, I think he's a badass. I don't know what it is about him, man. He's just a badass.
People are loving it in the new movie, by the way.
Yeah, I actually like his songs, even though I don't really like. I'm not really that into that kind of sort of stuff, but his stuff is pretty cool. All right. Well, my number 2 is another one by Elvis Presley. I think that says like pretty enough, that says a lot about how I feel about Elvis. Like I put 2 songs of his in here. But it's Suspicious Minds, and it's the album version, like the original recorded version. Not any of the live ones. I still prefer the one that you hear all the time on the radio and stuff.
The real one.
That one, man, I could tell a whole story about why I love it. Like, it was like way back in the day. We had like this Elvis CD, and it was on there, and I've loved it ever since I was a kid. And I still freaking love it, man. It gives me goosebumps. It's epic. And originally the song was by another performer, but it didn't really go anywhere. And then he made a cover of it, and then that performer loved it so much that he was like, "Yeah, man, just go with it," and it became a hit. And it's one of his most well-known songs.
One of his greatest hits. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I freaking love it.
I thought this one was like. Yeah, that one was pretty good as well. I was like, but I already heard it somewhere because it's out there.
It's very popular. So
it's very popular. It's one of those songs that's like, oh, that's an Elvis song. It's like, yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, I thought that one was really good as well, and it was good lyrically, and it's just a good song.
Yeah, very good.
Even technically,
and even towards the end, it has this like a repeating sort of chorus, and in the song, like the sound, how do you say it? The sound, it goes down, it lowers, sort of, and then it goes back up again.
It was heavier,
louder again.
Yeah. Crescendo.
But that was in freaking like '68.
So it's
So technically, they achieved something pretty cool there, because that was very hard to do at that time.
Early, man.
So
pioneers.
Yeah. So in that sense, it's pretty cool.
That's
so yeah,
stuff,
that was my number 2.
So then for my the last one that I have for you guys is Blessings by Chance the Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
This man and this song. So the why I put this in there is because of course I'm a Christian, and I love myself some gospel music, and it's also rap a little bit kinda. So I thought it was really nice how it's like, it's gospel music, and it gives me a warm feeling from the inside. And Chance the Rapper himself, the guy, he's doing good stuff. He helps his community. He's from Chicago, and he helps his community a lot. He puts in a lot of money into his community, and like schools there's a hood there, and blah blah. And he like puts in money into the school so the kids can go to school, and blah blah. And that for me is as well. See, I like, and that's the thing with like a lot of music now, where like the music is good, but then the guy itself is a piece of crap. And then for me, I don't listen to the music because every time I like listen to the music, I like get reminded of like some stupid stuff that somebody did. But then when somebody like does something cool, or is like a good human being, or like at least a decent human being, and then I listen to music, then I get reminded of him being a decent human being, and then the music becomes better for me somehow.
Because you like the person behind the music.
Yeah,
and then you're like, yeah, man.
And and that's why I love this song so much. It gives me a warm feeling from the inside. It's kind of bombastic, and it has this slow like ramping up, and he like the kick comes in and just keeps repeating, and you hear the choir like go up, and they're singing it, and it's just like it's just warm. And you're at home, or you're in church, and it's just chill, and everybody's singing, you're having a good time, and it's Sunday, and like in a half hour there'll be a lot of food and stuff, and everybody's just having a good time, man. And you're like, whoo, and it's great, man. That's I love this song, and I love Chance the Rapper. He's a good guy.
I really like this one as well. Like that was one of the ones that I also really liked. So the last one, my number one pick
Ooh.
is, I think it's pretty safe to say that this is my all-time favorite song, which is a bold statement.
Whoa.
But I mean, to this day, man, like nothing has beaten it for me. So it's Simply Red. Open Up the Red Box. I'm pretty sure no one has heard of this. I don't even know if any of you guys know Simply Red, but it's one of my all-time favorite bands. It's like Elvis is my first, and then second is Simply Red. I've loved them ever since I was a kid. I mean, I grew up with them. Like, I know most of their songs by heart, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, Open Up the Red Box wasn't really a hit, but it's from the first album from '85, and it never really took off. It was never really one of their popular ones, but I freaking love it. For me, it just does everything right. It's the perfect melody. Just can't say enough about it. I just freaking love it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, like the lyrics aren't really anything, deep. Like deep or anything. I mean, it's about, a party, and
it's a good song.
Yeah, I freaking love it. It's perfect. So yeah, those were our lists.
Listen to these songs
and look them up.
Better your lives, man.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah, like
improve your lives.
Improve your lives. If you put these 20 songs in your Spotify lists, you're gonna be a better person by next week.
Your life expectancy is gonna get better.
It's gonna get up. You're gonna be 275 years old
just by listening to this playlist for $5.99 at Walmart. What?
Only on WWE Network, $9.99.
I'm The Rock.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty, like, the differences between our lists is pretty significant, man. Like, my stuff everything is before 2000, and yours, almost all your stuff is in the 2010s.
2010s.
So yeah, you're more into the recent stuff.
The new age.
I'm more into the older stuff.
Mm-hmm. And like I always say this, like when people see my lists, they're always like, because when they see me, they're like, oh, we are pretty sure you're one of those people that only listens to rap. So yeah, I'm black. I mean,
what?
That's
How
normal.
How can you not listen to rap?
Yeah, but they like expect me to only listen to rap. That's what they expect.
Only rap.
Yeah, and then they see my list and they're like
wow,
what is this?
What is Dodie Clark?
What is Dodie Clark? What is this?
Hell?
What is this K-pop in here,
K-pop,
man?
oh.
You need some help. What is this?
You need some milk.
This is a buy for these shop, but like, I mean, the thing is, like, and then they see Vulfpeck, and then they see stuff like Instagram at D, and then they see Rex, and many times when they see Rex or Kosh, they're like, bro, this is like,
yeah, Rex is like this white guy.
Pretty much, right? I mean, yeah. And then they're like, well, bro, you need to listen to more rap, and I'm like, oh man,
I'm not obliged to do anything.
Yeah, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
But I'm actually surprised you don't have any. Well, Tupac was your honorable mention.
Yeah.
But I'm actually surprised there's no Tupac in there, or Ice Cube, or any of the 90s rap stuff.
I have lists of 90s rap, but it's like super mood based, because sometimes you just get tired of what you're listening to, and then you want something else, and then you go on those like YouTube trips where you like put on one Ice Cube song, and like it's like one of those generic ones, right? Like what's the one? Football, y'all.
Oh, No Vaseline.
Yeah, No Vaseline, and then you start with that. It's generic.
Favorite.
Yeah, it's generic, and you're like, but it's not generic, but in the sense that everybody knows it, right? And you start with that, and you go deeper and deeper.
Sing it right
deeper.
now, though.
I don't think we can do a complete like honor in that sense, but and then you go deeper and deeper, and you get those obscure songs of like NWA and Easy E.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Yeah, right, stuff like that, and then you're in the mood, right? And then you listen to that stuff a lot, and then you just listen to that for a month, and then you switch again. But I just love music.
Yeah, me too, man. Like I'm not that picky. I mean, on music, I mean, I like almost everything, almost every genre I like.
Yeah.
Except like like modern pop. I think is just stupid.
Yeah, but what do we like? What is number one pop?
Top 40 stuff. Ed Sheeran,
yeah, okay, same. I hate the top
stuff.
40. The top 40 is so boring.
Like Pink, Katy Perry, Justin Bieber, all that bullshit.
Gotta say though, Pink has some good songs.
Yeah, but I
but
never
you need to listen
them.
to albums. Yeah, the thing is, like the songs that are in the top 40, yeah, all the songs. Because
usually, like the ones that you like, they bring out an album and they have like one major song that's like on the radio all the time.
Yeah,
and that's like almost never the coolest one.
Yeah,
they're always like the coolest ones are on the album that no one knows about.
Yep. It's the same thing with like Tyler. It's the same thing with Rex Orange County. He has like one song, Sunflower, and that song's super popular. And there's a video clip for it, and blah blah blah. Yeah. And those artists, they all even say that like when you make an album, you know that like one or two songs you make them for the mainstream, you make them for the big audience, and then you always have that song that you make for when you go live. Like the hype song that when you go live, even Elvis Presley probably has like the one song that you like.
Yeah, very much so. Like Elvis and Simply Red as well. Like their songs, like the most popular ones, are not my favorites.
Yeah,
because like my pick, "Open Up the Red Box," is not popular at all, man. Like barely anyone knows that song, but that's one of the best ones, the best one. And same thing with Elvis. Like the popular ones, like everyone has heard.
Everyone knows. Yeah,
everyone knows.
That's
like
Elvis.
Those. Yeah, but those aren't not at all my favorites. My favorites.
The man can do more.
Way more.
But people don't, man. They don't do.
They just have this image of him that really isn't.
In that sense, can you blame him? Can you blame him? I mean, you need to dive into that.
Everyone has an image.
Yeah.
So.
And that's the thing.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like, if you dive deeper into what they made,
you will be amazed, man.
Yeah. But that's the case for everyone. But yeah, I think we should probably sort of wrap this up.
We did it again.
We've been going for an hour.
We did it again.
We did it again.
We did it again, boys.
We flipped it up. But hey, anyway, those were our lists. I hope you enjoyed it. And look these songs up, man. They freaking awesome.
Yeah, yo, up your
yo.
Yeah,
just
enjoy your life a little bit more,
life and make your life better by listening to this.
MakeLifeBetter.com.
Make it. And then pictures of our faces, like smiling. Anyway, that was it. And Infinity War stuff is obviously coming. And until next time, we will see you later.